Ken Rogan 36, new gym instructor. I was doing my PT qualification in the middle of lockdown, and then the third lockdown hit, and I've had to put my PT qualification on hold. But just before that, I was qualified as a gym instructor. So within the lockdown period, I've built my website. Obviously created me Facebook page a little bit more. And obviously my focus as a gym instructor slash PT is to get people with disabilities more active and stay active basically. So yeah, I've just been trying to do a lot of online stuff and trying to develop a lot of networking with people with disabilities and general people to try and build some friendships and some customers basically. So yeah, busy times because obviously website building and Facebook stuff it's not that easy to do to be honest. So yeah, it's been a little bit busy, and I've just recently picked up a couple of clients just off promoting my website out there. So yeah, things is working out pretty well.
How excited are you to get your actual business back up and running in terms of actually having people in
Um,
person?
to be honest, that to me that it would be an absolute godsend. Um, this sort of Zoom thing, it's great for some people, but isn't for others. People need that one-to-one contact with people. When it comes to fitness, people want that one-to-one contact to give them the motivation. You know, push. That sort of thing. People need that, like, push, and they need the one-to-one contact. It's just a general. It's hard for people to do online because it's either a signal issue or they don't have the confidence to be on video like we are now, or they just don't like the idea of doing stuff in the home. They'd rather be out and about where there's a little bit of a crowd to give them the determination to do the exercise. Um, but yeah, the quicker the gyms are open, the better it is for me, really. Um, in the middle, in the beginning of lockdown as well, I was in the middle of trying to look into getting a gym open for people with special needs, but obviously because of COVID and possibly because of the after effects, it may be another year before I get the premises open, but hopefully not. We're just gonna have to
That
see how
sounds
things
exciting.
go. But obviously, on another side of things, for other PTs, that obviously I know a lot of PTs myself, and it's been a very difficult time for a lot of PTs. Um, when you've got studios and stuff like that to pay bills, if you haven't had a, a connection with people beforehand, I mean, I've struggled with this massively. I've struggled to get clients online. People people prefer with the PT, they prefer the one to one. You need that one to one, you know what I mean? And it's been difficult for myself to try and develop an online base for online clients. It's alright if you've had a previous customer base, but if you haven't, it's a very hard slog. So I guess every PT out there will probably tell you the same thing. Get me out there and get me building and communicating with general people again instead of video. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's just it would be an absolute godsend for me. Like, yeah,
Um,
it needs to happen. It needs to happen.
so throughout the three lockdowns, there's been a whole number of petitions. A lot of them, just to keep gyms open or to get them open earlier. But there's one I saw recently, and it discussed a workout to help out scheme. So it's similar to the Eat Out to Help Out scheme. It would be like giving someone a discount to either get a gym membership or a discount off some personal training. Does what's your thoughts on that? Is that a good idea? Do you think?
If that's gonna bring people back into gyms, which let's be honest, everyone likes a little bit of discount. If that's gonna bring people back together to to focus on their goals and achievements, in fitness, then yeah, that it's a good idea. But the problem is that people are that scared of COVID at the minute anyway. It doesn't matter how much free stuff you throw at them, are they gonna actually come back into gyms? But there's been that much stuff about, don't do this and don't do that in the fitness industry. We as fitness professionals, we can't even go out there and do one-to-one sessions outdoors at the moment. So it's trying to get people back in the gyms is going to be an absolute slog. But if discounts bring people in, then yeah. But how long? Although those gym owners like myself and other people going to be able to bring those discounts in, you can't discount your business forever.
Yeah, exactly. Yesterday in the budget, it was announced that I think it was gym owners and other kind of like leisure facilities like that. They could receive grants of up to about £18,000 because of government support for those businesses that have been closed for so long. Do you think £18,000 or up to, I think that's the key part, is that enough to help like alleviate some of the problems that gym owners have had? And how do you personally
I
like
would,
feel you've
I
been
would,
supported?
I would, I wouldn't have said so. Like because at the end of the day, a lot of gym instructors, like I say, when I first, like I've just recently started, so due to COVID, mine's online anyway. But at the end of the day, a lot of people that I know as PTs have had to put their sort of gyms, their staff and gym owners and stuff on furlough. So look at how much money people have lost over that space of time. Over the three lockdowns, they must have lost thousands and thousands of pounds. There needs to be more input to let help small businesses, and there needs to be, like, for people like me and other people out there, there needs to be money given to new people that want to develop businesses. There needs to be something out there for those people as well, and at the at this present time with my business advisor, I'm speaking to my business advisor at the minute quite a lot, and for new business owners and for current, there is, apart from the like furlough scheme for the current people, there is nothing out there at all. Everything is based COVID this, COVID that, COVID the other. Yes, COVID's going to be here forever, but you need to actually try and forget about COVID a little bit and try and develop the economy. Otherwise, there isn't going to be an economy. Well, there isn't. I mean, I was in town yesterday, and I seen in all of Newcastle, I seen about 3 people. I mean, compared to what we had, that's ridiculous. 3 people in Eldon Square. That's ridiculous, man. It's scary times. Uh, it, as me as a new like business owner and new instructor, it's scary for me. So I try to think what other PTs are thinking if they've got studios out there. Because I mean, yeah, some of them have had furlough, but if you haven't had your business longer than 3 years, you're not entitled to furlough. That's wrong as well. It doesn't matter whether you've had your business 5 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. You should be entitled to something. It's crazy. But the only way in the fitness industry, the reality is the only way is up because everybody's getting lazy because of the lockdown. So by the time this is all over, everyone's gonna be like, right, let's get out there and try and pull this, pull me health together. I mean, it's I'm also working with another nutritional business, and there's a lot of people at the minute panicking about their health because of this COVID. So with a bit of luck, it turns itself around a bit, and we'll have a positive from it. It turns and says, people turn around and say, right, now I need to look after myself, and people get out there and go to the gyms and stuff like that. But who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, yeah, no,
It's just
yeah,
one
you're
of those
definitely
things.
definitely right. As much as we have, a health pandemic in terms of coronavirus, I think we also have one in terms of, obesity and issues like that. And it's going to be,
Well, yeah,
yeah, it's going to be difficult
I mean,
to,
let let's be honest. If you look at all the suicides because of COVID, you know, there's been an immense. I mean, this has gone off subject a little bit, but there's been an immense problem with suicides because of COVID. So, you know, that also interlinks with people. I'll be looking in the mirror every day thinking, you know, hold on, I'm getting lazier, I'm getting bigger. You know, it it it's all going to have an impact in some sense. It's had a mental impact on me because I'm used to being out and about all the time. You know, at the gym and whatever else, seeing clients or whatever else. It has a mental impact on people, and it needs something needs to be done. Like,
Yeah.
so I mean, I'm
Yeah.
I'm full,
Go on.
I'm fully I'm fully behind whatever you support and whatever other people need to support. You know, I'm fully behind trying to get the economy up and running and helping small businesses. If that's what needs to be done, then if that's going to help me, then to help other people, then that's what has to be done. Yeah.
Yeah, the final thing I just want to ask you about is just your own training really. How much has lockdown affected the way that you train, and how difficult has it been to kind of adapt to that? Has it been a exciting thing? Because for me, I was a regular gym goer, and basically at the moment I'm mainly doing like body weight stuff, and I might put some like heavy cans in a box. I'm just stood there pressing my box in the living room, but it's
Right.
I'm looking forward to getting back in the gym as soon as possible,
Well,
really.
that's it.
But
I mean, you you've you've had to massively adjust your routine. Um, I mean, you can buy bands, you can buy weights, but it doesn't give you the effect that a gym gives you. It's not just the actual workout; it's the mental it's the mental state that it gives you as well. When you're in the house, you don't have that mental. You haven't got anybody around you to have a conversation with or anything. Um, and I mean, yeah, obviously for you, for able-bodied people, it's more difficult for you because there's only so many exercises you can do in the house. I'm used to sitting down being disabled anyway, so I can adapt some of my stuff, but it's not. I totally agree with you. It's not as fun doing it in the house because you've got nobody giving you the push to do anything. There's only you giving you the push to do it. So yeah, I'm fully behind you there. Like gyms need to be open ASAP for numerous reasons. More mental health, more than people. I mean, there's lots of people. Even my wife will say it. You know, gyms is the last priority. No, gyms should be a middle priority because it's not all about fitness. There's lots of people who go out to the gym just to socialize with other people. Um, it's not about just fitness. It's about the social aspect. You know what I mean? And not a lot of people have had a lot of social aspects. I mean, I'm sick of looking at these things. Zoom, Zoom 7 days a week does my nothing. But that's the way life is. Um, and the quicker it gets changed, the better it is for us. Yeah.
yeah, so would you say
What?
that in terms, because it's kind of it's an opinion I share as well, in that like gyms are of course it's a great place to concentrate and build up your physical health and look after yourself in that way. But you're right in what you say about how it's so important mentally. Is perhaps, do you think there's perhaps some kind of justification to keep gyms open, kind of either get them early, get them like open a lot earlier than they are going to be right now, or just in terms of the lockdowns, we've just seen the pattern, haven't we, of all gyms are open again and then they're shut. Then like gyms are told to put in place all these safety measures, and each time I don't know, it's been difficult to keep transitioning between gyms being open and not, because they are, like you say, they're safe spaces for some people to work out in, but yeah,
I
they're
mean,
also
what?
places to socialize.
I mean, why gyms can't just limit just I mean, why the government can't allow small gyms and big gyms to just limit the amount of clientele per day to prevent the shift of COVID. I mean, to be honest, you know yourself, I've already had my job. I don't know about you, um, but every week now there's thousands of people getting a job week by week. So why can't they 90% of UK have now had their jobs. Why can't they open the gyms slowly and just limit the amount of the amount of customer base? Just say, right, if you want to come in, you need to make an appointment. If you haven't got an appointment, you can't come in. That would solve the problem to me.
Yeah, no,
Um,
that's something I've thought throughout as well. I think the government's only explanation is when it was at its peak, they wanted to limit all, or any kind of contact, I guess. But you could literally just say, okay, only you get half an hour slot, and there's only two people allowed in this really big gym, and then wipe your equipment, and it should be okay, sort of thing.
yeah, I mean, well, I mean, Nutfield used to Nutfield, the gym that I go to now. Um, the rules were you get an hour session as your usual hour, but you clean equipment before you use it. You clean it afterwards. You sanitize your hands. You wear a mask if you have to wear a mask. In the very first lockdown, they were doing temperature taking. Some gyms aren't following any of that. There needs to be a rule. To me, there needs to be a rule where the government say, right, if you want to reopen, you need to do boom, X, Y, and Z, hand sanitizer, blah, blah, blah. Keep your numbers down. That's the way it needs to be. I mean, what they're saying for the gym, August, are they saying? I think they're saying August, aren't they? Is it August for gyms? Sure, it's August.
I think they can possibly open from the 12th of April. I think that's the latest. That's if all the figures
12.
go the right way.
Well, that's the other thing. They seem to be going down on a day-to-day basis, but yet they can't even open the shops yet. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
let's be honest. Even off the side of fitness, right? What's going to happen is you're going to get your kids going back to school on Monday, and then you'll end up getting another spike somewhere because, well, they're saying they're not going to have another spike, but there will be somewhere. It doesn't really matter which way you look at it. There's going to be spikes up and down. It's going to have to be a way of trying to live your life the best you can and work your business the best you can round. But I fully agree with what you're saying. You shouldn't have to be closing gyms because, like you said, last lockdown, gyms were one of the safest places to be. So why didn't they keep them open and just limit the amount of intake, the amount of customer base on a day-to-day basis? They just like limit your customers. If you haven't got an appointment, you can't come in. That's my argument. But at the end of the day, look at the Manchester. Was it Manchester or London? London, I think, wasn't it? That guy opened his gym and said he wasn't shutting, and he got fined two thousand
yeah,
pounds, £2,000 in a day because he got told to shut, and he said, no, I'm not shutting. And 2 hours later, they went back and fined him again. I mean, I fully support that guy, mate. I follow the guy on Instagram. I'm like, yeah, I'm I'm new in the industry, but I fully agree with what you're saying, mate. It's an absolute disgrace. Um, people have a life and have a living. It's just you've got to try and keep things taken on. Like I say, if people haven't had a customer base previously, then these small gyms have probably lost 90% of their intake. I know we need to be patient, but I think we've been patient enough now.
what's the one thing you're most excited about gyms being reopened and be able to have your business reopen? What's the number one thing you're looking forward to?
Um, just being able to see people on a face-to-face value, just having that like, oh hello mate, how's things going, and I haven't been in the gym for a while. Let's take things easy, and just that one-on-one contact. Everyone needs it, you know what I mean? And and I just think it'll lift people's spirits. It needs to lift people's spirits. People are depressed to frig. It's it needs to. People are like, how am I? What do I do today? Oh no, same as yesterday. You didn't need that. You need something to work on. It's just a way. It needs to stop, and it needs to be done pretty quickly, Um, but hopefully once this lockdown ends, we'll be ready to rock and roll. And hopefully this time, fingers crossed, gyms don't actually show. I mean that's the thing. I think these big gyms need to be putting petitions out and saying, hold on, if you look at the figures, we're the safest places to be, but yeah, you're still closing them down. So let's see what we're gonna see what happens.